Hello, and welcome to another Somerset Real Ale review. Sunday night, so I'm going to be doing a few reviews tonight. First one is from the Brewery in Cardiff. It's their SA Gold. It's got this sort of little thing on it, which I will take off now. It's got an advert for the Brains Black on there, which I don't believe I've had that, so that's a new one. Which I shall be looking out for. Yeah, it's a clear glass 500ml bottle. It's obviously a golden ale. I shan't read the tasting notes yet, and it's got, as always, the usual dragon on the crown there, which looks fantastic on the Brains beers. Yeah, you can see the colour of the beer. Obviously, it is golden in colour, light golden. Anyway, let's pop it open. And you can see the carbonation there as I pop the crown. I do like the Brains Brewery. They've got some fantastic beers. Oh, I can smell that from here. And it's yeah, like I say, golden in colour, plenty of carbonation in there, 2-finger pure white head on there. I've had this quite a while, this beer actually, but I've had it in my special beer well, it's not, I've got a box of beer in the corner, which keeps it nice and cool. Yeah, let's get the nose. Oh. Oh. It's a lovely, sort of a sweety, a slightly spicy, citrusy note on that. Getting a bit of yeast in there as well, I think. It's quite hard to pinpoint the smells now. They're not that strong. Very hard to pinpoint them. That does smell very it smells refreshing, if you know what I mean. Getting sort of a floral sort of, maybe. Yeah, definitely, yeah, floral. It's just very muted. I'm going to chuck a bit more in there, see if it stirs it up a bit. It's not bottle conditioned, this beer. No, it's on my nose now. Yeah, I don't know, it's quite muted, but it smells, it's a nice smell, but very muted. It's a 4.3%, I think, this one as well. 4.7% ABV. I think I'm just going to dig into this. Cheers. Yeah, now that is very, very refreshing. You could easily net a lot of that. That is so smooth. Oh, that's gorgeous. Do you know what? Before I started reviewing beer, I was a little bit shady over the different types of beer, different styles of beer. But a beer, I just used to go by the brand name, you know. And I wasn't too sure what beers were what, but now I sort of, pardon me, I sort of know the different styles of beer which I'm going to like. On some breweries, I'd sort of put them down because of one certain beer, and I didn't realise that was the style of beer. Like bitters, I know now that I'm not too keen on bitters. It's a little bit too, I just don't like the bitterness too much. IPAs, I absolutely love IPAs, and stouts is something I've really got into. But in the case of this beer, golden ales, I absolutely love golden ales. I think they're gorgeous. And this doesn't disappoint. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's so smooth and refreshing. That would be perfect after a hard day's work to crack open and relax to in the summer, sat in your garden, reading a book or whatever, or on your iPod or whatever, you know. Sorry, I haven't got to the taste notes yet, have I? It's such a nice beer. There's a very slight bit of carbonation on the tongue, but I mean really very slight. And it glides down the throat, like I said. But you're getting a nice sweet malty. It's like almost like a grassy sweet, if you can imagine sweet grassy sort of flavour. There's no bitter aftertaste on this whatsoever. If you don't like bitter beers at all, then you've got to try this because it's so. But it's the thing. There's not a huge amount of flavour in it. It's just the refreshment that gets me on this. You wouldn't know it was. I mean, you would know it was a beer, but I don't see it how it is possible to dislike this. It's much like the what's the golden beer I did? The Cwrw Have from Thomas Watkin, also another Welsh brewery, fantastic. That is, I would say it's impossible to dislike that beer, because it's the same as this. It's just so pleasant. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Like I said, there's not a massive amount of flavour in it. You are getting a slightly sweet, grassy flavour from the malt, and you get a very slight, very slight hoppy aftertaste. But that's just, I'm going to read the bottle because I'm getting cracking on to time now. SA Gold is a full flavoured, hoppy and refreshing golden ale. Completely the opposite of what I just said. Hops are added late in the brewing process, giving it complex and refreshing citrus aromas and flavours. See, I'm not getting that. I'm just not getting. It's just very pleasant to me. Equally as delicious on its own as well with food. This pairs best with light flavours such as white fish and cheese. Yeah, I bet it does, yeah. Nice salmon in a sort of a sauce or something like that. Refreshingly hoppy ale. I mean, I can't. I mean, I suppose it is slightly hoppy, but I'm just getting the sweetness from it. But without a doubt, I mean, I don't think the description on the back is not what I'm getting out of the beer, but that's not in a bad way because it's just a really good beer. SA Brain & Co Limited, the Cardiff Brewery, Cardiff. www.sabrain.com. That's Brains SA Gold. You've got to get hold of that and try that because it's just so refreshing. Nice burp on it as well. That's just, I really like that beer, really like it. For a golden ale, that's going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. I really like it, really like it. Thanks for watching. Love to see you again soon on the next review. Cheers.